if I could get away with it, I don't think conversations should start with introductions. I don't think they should start with our names. Because, I mean, have you ever been in that situation when you're like, hi, I'm Debbie Vu, and you're totally focused on your name and not focused on the other person's name, that you don't catch their name, and then it's that awkward, like, part of the conversation when you're having such a great time, and all of a sudden you're like, hey, what was your name again? So that's really awkward. So I think we should just go ahead, jump into the conversation right away, get some really interesting facts, and that way you can have those interesting facts to tie to with the names, right? I will admit, I love flat soda. I like it because the bubbles hurt my throat. Also, another fun fact, I was originally cast as a Puerto Rican man in my very first musical, West Side Story. So that kind of lends itself to my build. Oh, and I was named after Debbie Gibson, 80s teen pop star. Oh, and today is actually my 24th birthday, like literally right now. I actually didn't come out of the womb until about 10:30 tonight, so I'm still 23-ish, but I'm about to be 24. And it's kind of depressing because I was hoping by my birthday I would have directed one of the shorts that I've written, and that hasn't happened. I actually tried to do a Kickstarter, and to say the least, it wasn't very successful. I know it's actually completely, totally my fault. But I'm seeing this as a learning experience. I think I need a bond with you. I didn't realize how important it is to have an online presence, so here I am, offering to share my life as a struggling Asian American female filmmaker in New York City. What are the things that people first notice about me? Well, I'm Asian, if you hadn't noticed. Oh, and also, I'm a woman, which is a huge conversation starter for New York creeps. I don't speak creep. It usually consists of sweet nothings and whistles. I quit a nice full-time job to pursue work on production sets, and I've never looked back. I mean, there are definitely occasional times where I'm like, oh, I wish I could have that health insurance again. I use my everyday commute and adventures as inspiration for my scripts. Art should imitate life. And the way I write about the funny stuff and I write about the depressing stuff. So lately, I've had to know who Debbie Vu is. After applying to countless jobs every single day, I've had to know what makes me marketable. And because of this, it's really made me lose faith in what I want to do. So what do I want to do? Well, I want to create media for me. I want to create media for people who look like me. And I want to create media for you. For everyone. I think we need more media that brings us all together and helps us better understand what makes us human. I love when people share their stories with me. I love digging and poking around and finding out something that they didn't even know about themselves. As people, we're not self-aware. Other people know our habits better than we do. My biggest fear is that I'll never see any of my work produced. And it doesn't seem that scary, but to me, it's incredibly scary. As an Asian American woman, I want to see more diversity in our media. And that is the reason why I got into media in the first place. Because I wasn't seeing enough people who look like me, or who look like my friends, or look like my parents, or talk like my parents. So, this YouTube channel is here for you. And it's here for me and my best friend, Chris Boynton. He's just as restless as I am with this economy, and so we wanted something to push us, to motivate us, to create content. Now that we have this YouTube channel, we have to fill it up with content. Let's get started, shall we?